Karolina Protsenko's journey reflects how talent, migration, and digital culture can shape a childhood into a global story. Born in Kyiv to a musical family, she grew up surrounded by discipline and melody before moving to the United States. Her early connection with the violin quickly revealed an extraordinary sensitivity to sound and emotion. When she began performing on public streets in California, her interpretations of popular songs transformed everyday spaces into stages of wonder. The rapid spread of her videos online turned her into a viral sensation, bringing admiration, pressure, and global attention at a very young age. Yet behind the applause and views, her life remained anchored in family support, structured practice, and the challenge of balancing childhood with expectation. This story explores her evolution from a gifted child into a young artist navigating fame, identity, and the enduring question of what it means to grow while watched. Early life in Kyiv. Karolina Protsenko's earliest years in Kyiv were shaped by a deep musical environment where creativity and discipline existed side by side. Born into a household of trained musicians, she was exposed to rhythm and harmony long before she could fully understand them. Her father's guitar and her mother's piano filled the home with constant sound, creating an atmosphere where music felt like language rather than effort. Even as a toddler, she showed unusual sensitivity to pitch, often reacting emotionally to melodies played around her. This early awareness became the foundation of her later abilities. Kyiv itself, with its rich cultural traditions and artistic heritage, added further influence, surrounding her with a city that valued expression. Within this environment, her parents nurtured curiosity rather than pressure, allowing her to explore sound freely. The combination of natural curiosity and structured exposure helped shape her developing musical identity. These formative experiences would later guide her transition into violin training, giving her not just technical skill, but an emotional connection to performance that distinguished her from other children. This early environment set the stage for her future journey. It quietly prepared her for the violin and public performances that would come later naturally ahead. Musical household foundations. Within the Protsenko household, music was not an activity but a way of living. Every day carried sound, whether from rehearsals, teaching, or spontaneous playing between family members. Her father often practiced guitar arrangements, while her mother refined piano pieces, creating a layered musical environment that shaped Karolina's ear. This constant exposure helped her understand structure, timing, and emotional expression from an early age. Unlike structured lessons alone, her learning came through observation and participation, allowing her to absorb techniques naturally. Family collaboration played a central role, with informal performances turning into shared experiences that strengthened both skill and bond. Her parents recognized her potential, but focused on nurturing curiosity instead of imposing strict expectations. This balance allowed her to grow without fear of failure, encouraging experimentation and emotional honesty in her playing. The home became a training ground where discipline met comfort, shaping not only her technical abilities but also her confidence as a performer. This environment also fostered resilience and adaptability. Karolina learned to respond to mistakes with patience rather than frustration. These lessons became essential as her musical journey progressed. They shaped her discipline and emotional strength over time, and defined her artistic identity as it evolved. Migration to California. Relocating from Kyiv to California marked a major turning point in Karolina Protsenko's life, both personally and musically. The move was driven by her family's desire for broader opportunities and a safer environment for growth. Adjusting to a new country brought challenges, including language barriers, cultural differences, and the need to rebuild daily routines. Despite these obstacles, music remained a constant force that helped her adapt. Her violin became a bridge between her past and present, offering familiarity in an unfamiliar setting. In California, she was introduced to structured musical education that refined her natural abilities. The transition from informal family performances to formal training required discipline and focus. Her parents supported her through this shift, ensuring that her artistic development continued without interruption. While the change was difficult, it ultimately expanded her exposure to new styles and audiences, laying the groundwork for her future public performances. It also strengthened her adaptability as a young musician. She learned to embrace change as part of her growth. New environments challenged her but also expanded her perspective. Each experience contributed to her artistic maturity and deepened her connection to music. These changes shaped her early career trajectory significantly in meaningful, lasting ways. First, violin training and discipline. Karolina Protsenko's introduction to formal violin training marked a shift from playful exploration to disciplined practice. Beginning at a young age, she was guided by structured methods that emphasized posture, bow control, and precision in tone production. Her teachers recognized her natural sensitivity, but also insisted on consistent repetition to build technical strength. Daily practice sessions became a routine part of her life, often lasting several hours. Scales, etudes, and classical compositions formed the foundation of her training, helping her develop both accuracy and endurance. Despite the demanding schedule, she remained deeply connected to the emotional side of music, often interpreting exercises with expressive phrasing beyond her age. This balance between discipline and emotion became one of her defining traits. Her progress was steady, shaped by patience rather than rush, and supported by mentors who encouraged both technical mastery and artistic individuality. Over time, her violin became not just an instrument, but an extension of her voice. Her dedication set her apart from many peers. Practice became both routine and personal expression. She gradually developed confidence through repetition. Each session refined her tone and control, and strengthened her musical identity. Her discipline became the core of her artistry over time. Santa Monica Breakthrough Performance. The defining moment in Karolina Protsenko's early career came when she first performed in Santa Monica. Encouraged by her parents, she brought her violin to a public space where music blended with the sounds of the city. As she began playing a popular song, her interpretation immediately drew attention from passers-by. People stopped walking, turning their focus toward the young musician whose performance transformed an ordinary street into a stage. The openness of the environment allowed her sound to reach a diverse audience, many of whom began recording the moment. This spontaneous interaction between performer and audience created a powerful connection that extended beyond the physical space. The emotional quality of her playing resonated deeply with listeners, making the experience memorable and widely shareable. This performance not only boosted her confidence, but also introduced her to the possibilities of digital reach, where a single moment could travel across the world. It marked the beginning of her viral recognition. Online audiences quickly began sharing her performance widely. This exposure changed her musical path significantly. She gained global attention almost overnight, and new opportunities emerged for her. Her life began transforming rapidly after that moment, permanently, in ways she never expected before. Viral rise across platforms, television spotlight, and global attention. Karolina Protsenko's appearance on television marked a new stage in her growing career. Her performance on a major talk show introduced her to an even broader audience beyond social media platforms. Standing on stage, she delivered a polished and emotionally expressive violin piece that demonstrated both technical mastery and natural artistry. The live audience responded with admiration, recognizing the depth of talent present in such a young performer. This moment solidified her reputation as more than an internet sensation, positioning her within mainstream entertainment discussions. The recognition also brought increased media coverage, with interviews and features highlighting her journey from street performances to international attention. Despite the excitement surrounding her appearance, she remained grounded, often crediting her family and teachers for her development. The experience reinforced her ability to perform under pressure, while maintaining emotional authenticity in her music. It also expanded her recognition beyond digital spaces. Her story reached audiences across multiple countries. She became a familiar face in music media, and continued building her artistic identity. Each appearance strengthened her confidence further. She learned to manage attention more effectively, and embraced new opportunities with maturity. Her journey continued evolving on a larger stage worldwide, over time steadily growing. Pressure, criticism, and private struggles. As Karolina Protsenko's popularity increased, so did the pressures associated with public attention. Every performance was evaluated by millions of viewers, each with different expectations and opinions. While many admired her talent, others offered criticism regarding her expressions, interpretations, or presentation. This constant scrutiny created emotional challenges that were difficult for a young artist to navigate. Despite her calm public appearance, the demands of maintaining consistency across platforms added stress to her daily life. Behind the scenes, her schedule included rehearsals, recordings, and academic responsibilities, leaving limited time for rest. Her family played a crucial role in protecting her well-being, ensuring that she maintained balance between work and childhood. However, the blurred line between personal life and professional obligations sometimes made it difficult to separate identity from performance. These experiences revealed the hidden cost of early fame, where visibility often comes with emotional complexity. She often faced pressure to maintain perfection. This expectation weighed heavily on her, yet she continued performing with dedication. Her resilience became increasingly important. She learned to manage criticism carefully and protect her emotional well-being. Support from family remained essential. They helped her stay grounded. Despite increasing public attention throughout her early artistic journey, continually evolving. Growing up, identity, and artistic evolution. As Karolina Protsenko grew older, her relationship with music evolved beyond performance and recognition. She began to explore her identity not only as a violinist, but also as a young individual navigating adolescence under public attention. This period brought reflection on what her art meant to her personally, separate from audience expectations or digital metrics. Her playing gradually developed greater depth, incorporating more nuanced emotion and interpretive maturity. The transition from child prodigy to developing artist required her to redefine success in more personal terms. She continued balancing education with her musical commitments, ensuring that her growth remained multidimensional. Over time, she embraced a broader understanding of music as expression rather than performance alone. This shift allowed her to connect more deeply with her instrument and audience. Her journey became less about viral moments and more about sustained artistic development. She began prioritizing emotional authenticity in performances. Musical interpretations became expressive, sought deeper connection with audiences. Her artistry continued evolving naturally. She balanced personal growth with expectations, and maintained strong dedication to music. Identity as an artist strengthened. She embraced maturity in her craft. Her journey reflected ongoing transformation, shaped by experience and dedication, reflecting her continuous artistic evolution forward. Conclusion. Karolina Protsenko's journey illustrates the complex intersection of talent, opportunity, and early fame. From her beginnings in Kyiv to her rise as a globally recognized young violinist, her story reflects both artistic brilliance and the challenges of growing up in the public eye. Her music became a bridge between cultures, connecting audiences through emotion and technical skill. Yet behind the admiration and viral success lies a life shaped by discipline, expectation, and continuous adaptation. Her experiences reveal how digital platforms can transform a childhood passion into an international career almost overnight. While this visibility brought opportunities, it also introduced pressure and responsibility at an age when most are still discovering themselves. Despite these challenges, she has continued to evolve as an artist, balancing personal growth with her commitment to music. Her resilience and dedication suggest a future defined not only by fame, but by artistic depth. Ultimately, her story is a reminder that success carries both light and weight, and that true artistry often emerges through perseverance, reflection, and the courage to remain authentic while being seen by the world. Her journey continues to inspire young musicians globally. It stands as a modern musical story of passion and perseverance enduring.